Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So what if you needed to run a piece of code again and again but you didn't know exactly how many times? That's where the Java while loop comes in, a powerful tool that lets your code repeat itself based on a condition like a smart reboot that keeps working until the job is done. Whether you are reading user input, scanning files or waiting for the right moment to act, while loops give you full control over repetition as long as your condition stays true. It's like saying keep going but only if this makes sense. In this lesson, you will learn how to use while loops to automate repetitive tasks, avoid infinite loops, and write cleaner, more efficient logic. Before working on while loops, remember to hit a like to this amazing video and remember to subscribe on this channel, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. And remember to share this video as well so more people can understand that how we can start with while loops in Java and what's the purpose to use while loops in Java. So now what we are waiting for? Let's move to computer screen and let's jump in this master one of most essential loops in Java. Alright, so we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that what is do while loop in Java and how we use it. So if we talk about the do while loop, the do while loop is a variant of while loop. This loop will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true, and that's true. So if we see the syntax of do while loop, that how we use it, and it's different from while loop which we have used, because when we were just using while loop we were writing while here in the place of do, but when we use do while loop, so we have to write do here and then we need to create curly braces, and in this curly braces we need to add our code block which we want to be executed, and after that we need to create a while condition in which we will be writing our condition which we want to get in the output. We will be writing our condition, we will be writing our code block which we want to be executed here, and when we will be writing all that stuff, so we need to just run our file by pressing run file, and after running your file you will be getting the output of the code block which you have here written here, and you will be getting it executed in your terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'll be opening my NetBeans IDE, because you all know that when we were just working with while loops and the other videos of Java, so we were just using NetBeans IDE, because I will prefer, if you are a beginner and starting with Java, so this text editor is best for you because it contains all the features and all the options which a beginner should be needing when they are starting with Java. So that's why I'll be preferring you. But remember to use the same version as I am using, 8.0.2, or you can use the latest version. So here I will be removing this start page here, and I've already created main.java file, and I will be removing all the things from this file here because we have already worked on while loop and we have understand that how we can use while loop, how we can use infinite loop in while loop. So now we need to understand how we can use this do while loop. So here we have created one example. The example below uses a do while loop. The loop will always be executed at least once, even if the condition is false, because the code block is executed before the condition is tested. So it is just saying me that when you use do while loop and when you are just using this loop and you want this loop should be executed at least once, so it will be executed at least once if the condition is false as well. It will be not, you can say, will be not running if the condition is false or if the condition is true. It doesn't matter to do while loop. It will run if the condition is false or if the condition is true, because the code block is executed before the condition is tested, and that's really important when we are working with do while loop. That's not the case in while loop, because while loop does not run when we get the condition false. But if we talk about do while loop, it will always run if the condition is false or true, because the code block is executed before the condition is tested. Now I will be moving on to my NetBeans IDE and I will be pasting my example which I have used in my do while loop so that I can show you how we have used it. So here I have created one integer I, you can say integer tag here, and with this integer function I have created one variable of I in which I have written the value as 0. So you can just say this I as 0, and after doing that I have created a do condition, and in this do condition I have written my code block which I want should be executed, like system.out.println. So I can print this 0 here, because in this I variable I have written the value 0, so I will be writing I here, then I will be writing I plus plus here like this, so that I should be getting the output less than 5, because here I have written I less than 5 in while in my condition. So here output looking forward to the weekend. What we are going to do now, I will be pressing right click on my main.java file and I will be pressing run file here, or you can press shift and F6 to run this file normally, but I will be pressing run file here. After pressing run file, it will take some time and you can just see we are getting all the things till 4. Why we are getting all the things from 0 till 4? Because we have written the I variable as 0. So it will consider as you want that your do while loop should be running from 0, and I have written 5, means I want it should be less than 5, the numbers which will be printed after 0. So that's why in the output we are only getting 0 till 4 all the numbers, but we are not getting 5. We have written that number less than 5 should be having in my output. That's the reason I'm getting 0 till 4 all the numbers. If I just write variable, like if I change here I variable 0 to 1, so now you will be getting all the numbers from 1 to 4. If I run it here, so you can just see we are getting all the numbers from 1 to 4 like we have written. Now if I just change this less than sign to greater than, so you will be getting the infinite loop running here. If I run it, so you can just see we are just getting only 1 printed. Why we are getting only 1? Because we have said to our I tag, or you can say we have said to our I variable that I want the number greater than 5, and greater than 5 I have not written any value here. That's the reason I am only getting 1 printed in my output, because I have printed this I in println function, and we are not getting 5 because I have used greater than sign here. If I use less than sign, and in the place of 5 I will be using 10, so I will be getting all the numbers printed 1 till 9, because 10 is greater, or you can say just 10 is not bigger than 11. That's the reason I am only getting the numbers printed 1 till 9 like this, you can just see. So I hope you understand that how we are using do while loop here, like we were just working on while loop. You can just say it is same as while loop, but difference is that when we are working with do while loop, we need to create a do tag in which we need to write our code block which we want to execute, and after that we need to create a while condition. But in while loops we create while condition first, and after that we write our code block. But in do while loop you need to first of all write your code block which you want should be executed here, and after that you need to create your while condition like here we are creating. And that's the way to use do while loop in Java. So if we move on to Word document, here one note is written like do not forget to increase the variable used in the condition, otherwise the loop will never end. So it is saying me that you should not be forgetting to increase the variable which you are using. Like if I'm using this variable and I'm not increasing the value by adding this plus plus, so loop will never end if I do like that, if I remove this plus sign and then if I run it, because this will like if you don't write this sign, so the loop will think that you don't want your loop should be ended. That's the reason you want that the infinite should be getting in your output, and when you just don't write these plus signs, so you get the infinite loop running in your output. And this note we were getting in while loop as well when we were just working on that, because in while loop you have to do same thing. When you are ending the loop, you need to add this plus sign after the variable which you are using. If I'm using I variable, so I need to write I variable and then we have to add these two plus sign. If I'm using X variable, Y variable, any variable I'm using, I need to add here and I need to add these two plus signs after that, so that I can end my loop with the value which I want. So if I show you, if I don't add these two plus value and then if I normally run my loop, so you will be getting an error here. If I just show you like this, if I do and if I run it here, after running you can just see we are getting an error. An error is saying me that exception in thread main java.lang.runtime exception error we are getting, and to solve the error you need to add these two plus signs so that you should be not getting this error here in your output. If I run it like this, now you can just see we are getting 1 because we are using greater than sign. If I just use less than sign here and then if I run, so you will be getting 1 till 9 all the numbers printed like this. So I hope you understand that how we are just using do while loop in Java, what's the process to use it, why we use it, and basically how we use it and how it is different from while loops which we have used in previous videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video in which we have learned about do while loop in Java. So if you have understand this video and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial here, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you are new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you in next tutorial or in next project using Java from start. So for today, goodbye.